Welcome to episode 5 of the HPJ tutorial. In this episode, we're going to learn about the painter and the auto painter. The purpose of the painter and auto painter is to paint tiles on your maps. So, how exactly do you do that? If you go to your navigation manager, let's go down first to Gizmo settings. Let's make it so that we only paint the tiles that we want to paint. So let's have blocked, obstacle, maybe some water. They'll only display these tiles, and I also have display paintbrush on. So now we'll see our paintbrush. We go to our paintbrush settings up above. We can change the radius. We can change the shape. We can change the painter type. Okay, so let's paint some stuff in here. So to paint, you have to shift and you have to press C. To erase is shift and V. Yeah, because we have the plane, there's a terrain bug where it wants us to change the transform. But yeah, that's how we change that. If we change our painter type to water, it'll paint some water. Press B to erase it. Just putting some tiles down so that we can see the agent go around it later. Now let's get into the auto painter. The auto painter is good for terrains. It's good for mountains, painting water, painting changes in elevation. So we have the type that you want to auto paint. And we have the raycast layer that you want to check for, and you have the raycast layer you want to check against. So if you have water that's partly, usually when you have water, you have a little bit underneath the terrain. So you want it to be hit the terrain and the water. You don't want them to paint water, for example. You want it to only do it when you only hit the water. The auto painter elevation increase is the amount of height that you gain on the raycast. Because the raycast starts at the tile height and then goes downwards, so this increases that height. The decrease is how far the raycast checks below the navigation mesh. The map index is which map that we are currently wanting to auto paint. Right now it's 0, so it's the 0th index, which is map 1. Above map type height change. So this is the amount of height above the map. So if a part of your terrain, let's say it's above the height by at least this much, it will hit and it'll create this, and it'll make this into this specific tile. So we have it blocked. We can make it obstacle, anything we want. It's very good for like getting elevation increases for mountains. So let's say you have a mountain tile. So anything above 10 meters is a mountain, for example. Auto painter below height is just the opposite. It's like any height below this height will be turned into this type of tile. Like 3. This could be like swamp or any other tile you create. With this set up, let's see it in action. We're going to create a water. Here. Raise it up. So now we have some water. So now all this is set. All I have to do is go down below and click auto paint. During the process, you will not be able to move or edit any of the map size or settings. As you can see below, it auto-created some water for us. And in some new obstacles. And let's see your navigation agent move around. Let's get rid of the navigation map, but yeah. You can see, even though you can't see it because there's no object represented there, the agent will try to pathfind around those areas. It's hitting water right now, so there's no valid path, so that's why that random path is not updating. Now, how do navigation meshes and obstacles, how do they incorporate on base tiles? So as we move around these, as we move around the obstacles, it overwrites whatever the base tile was. So now it was blocked, now it's an obstacle. If we move the obstacle back out of the way, it reverts back to what the default tile was before you press play. And this is the auto painter and the painter. These are all the tools, and this would be the final video and episode. If you have any questions, please go to our Discord. Thanks for watching.